It's you, Cass. I finished the anthology of poems you lent me. Here it is.
I thought you'd be too preoccupied to find time for reading.
Precisely because of these obligations, I felt compelled to read it swiftly.
Wouldn't all these preoccupations slow your pace?
On the contrary, knowing that time is limited can push one to overcome their limitations. The weight of these responsibilities seems to have enhanced my reading efficiency.
I understand completely. During my time at the Grove, the closer exams drew, the more efficient I became at tackling everyday mundane tasks. Anything but my actual studies.
Precisely. As I remember, you and Finon were both disciples of the new Sporists. I assume that Anaxa's exams were as unreasonable as the man himself, correct?
The courses Professor Anaxa taught were Introduction to Alchemy and History of Mythology. And to be perfectly honest, those two courses were the students' greatest nightmares.
The history of mythology, taught by the blasphemous great performer himself. I can imagine their fear.
Now that I think about it, students would often rush to the podium during class to challenge him on those blasphemous ideas. May I ask, Lady Aglaya, has your relationship with Professor Anaxa always been like this?
He openly dismisses people's faith and questions the very justification of the flame chase journey. Our positions have been destined to be at odds. While you were studying there, I assume you must have heard of his nickname.
A Dromus draped in finery?
As I see it, this nickname is more of an insult to the Dromus. Despite his insufferable arrogance, I do hold a certain respect for his nature as a scholar. To remain true to his principles, he is unafraid to stand opposed to the world, and that requires considerable resolve. Anaxagoras' life is almost like a satire. As a Chrysos heir, he refuses to heed the prophecy, while he disrespects the gods.
The gods have chosen him.
He was indeed chosen by Cerces. Is something weighing on you, Cass? The golden thread is quivering. I sense there's more to this exchange than idle chatter.
With all due respect, I'd like to know what you plan to do with him.
In light of his assistance in the battle against the Flame Reaver, I am willing to grant him some time to find a way to remove the core flame. However, if Anaxa decides to make any move that places us in danger, I will not hesitate to take extreme measures.
Just as I feared.
The Flame Chase journey is the destined path for the Chrysos heirs. Yet he now seems more like an empty shell. Given his strong sense of self-respect, I trust that Anaxagoras will make the right decision.
Still, I can't help but hope for another possibility. Perhaps Anaxa will also overcome his limitations, now that he knows time is limited.
I understand your stance. Let's continue this discussion another time. But now, let's greet our guest. You're here. Does this mean you're ready to take on Orynyx's trial? It seems that this sacred beast is just as indispensable, given their intricate ties to the Titan.
Memmy mem, memmy mem 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 mem, memmy mem memmy mem.
Surrendering the core flame is a Chrysos heir's duty. Your selfless assistance is deeply appreciated. However, I urge you to carefully consider the risks of accepting the trial. Becoming a demigod means forsaking your humanity. You will inherit Orynyx's divinity and bear the time of Amphoreus, all on your own. From that point onward, your fate will be forever intertwined with ours, never to be separated again, until the end of Genesis. On the contrary, you are the only one who qualifies to attain divinity. Yet, for that very reason, I do not wish to pressure you. It's exceedingly rare to find a capable Chrysos heir. If this path proves unattainable, I am willing to lower my expectations. There are still many priests of Yanissopolis and their descendants in the city. If I'm left with no other option, I'll try to find someone worthy among them.
Mem worry. Memmy memmy mem, memmy mem mem mem, memmy mem mem mem. Mem memmy mem, mem memmy mem 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 hero. Memmy mem mem, mem 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 mem. Memmy mem 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 mem, mem mem memmy mem mem. Mem memmy mem 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 mem, mem mem mem, memmy mem 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 mem.
It looks like you know that Titan rather well.
Memmy mem mem, memmy mem mem mem. Memmy mem 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 mem, mem memmy mem 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 memmy mem mem mem.
Memories that exist outside of your own experiences.
I can't explain why, but I can vouch for Mem's words. When I was in the Abyss, I heard the Titan's groans, full of pain and grievances, yet without any ill will.
Since you've made your decision, go back to the bath chamber and get some rest. Trinem will call for you when the ceremony is ready. It is difficult for me, as the guide, to absolve myself from blame for things to have progressed to this point. Time and again, you have risen to the occasion for Okhema. Nearly rewarding you with some honeydew is no longer able to express the extent of our gratitude. When the dust settles, I hope that we'll have the chance to have a long chat regarding your return journey and the curse of the sky. It's about time that we lift the taboo and discuss things openly.
Mister, may everything go well for you and Mem. It's nothing. I only came to discuss some matters with Lady Aglaia. Previously, I lent her an anthology of poems that Lady Trianne had gifted to me. Tracing back, this anthology was something left for Lady Trianne by a bard before their passing. Although personal properties should be cleared out once their owner has passed on, Lady Trianne gave this book to me since she knew how much I liked to read. It just contains an allegory. In a faraway land, in a city known as Styxia, a dragon corrupted by the black tide descended one day, swooping upon the city like death itself. It swallowed the princess of the city whole before it was suppressed. After taking down the evil dragon, the warriors discovered that the princess's life had already met its end. Overwhelmed by grief, the queen hired an alchemist to resurrect the princess using the dragon's flesh and blood. However, having lost memories of her previous life, the resurrected princess turned into an evil dragon herself and wreaked havoc on the city. As a result, the prosperous Styxia met its demise. I actually think so too. The author of this book is Archepia, a wandering bard who traveled to many cities. Among the things she left behind are poems, dictionaries, and many tragicomedy scripts. She even clearly underlined and took notes in books that covered myths with her elegant handwriting. While flipping through these books, I felt like I was afforded a glimpse into the life of Archepia. It felt just like I was traveling with someone that I'd never met before. It was as if she had yet to pass on and was still alive. That's right. Writing, drawing, and taking photographs. It seems like human nature to try and leave records of things. Speaking of taking photographs, when I was helping you to take the photo previously, I did not look through the photos in your photo stone out of courtesy. But I'm also very curious about the story of the Rosy Celestial Maiden. Despite having visited many cities in Amphoreus, I still understand nothing about the world beyond the sky. If there is an opportunity... forget it. Let's talk about this in the future. For now, I only hope that you'll be able to complete the trial safely and obtain Orynyx's blessing.
That's right. Oh, partner, you're back just in time. This is something that the both of you should probably know. Good news? I wouldn't call it that. Some background information for you. The Council of Elders is an authoritative body in Amphoreus, made up of different city representatives. They hold legislative power over the Holy City, and are in charge of presiding over the Citizens' Assembly held once every few years. This is the most important social event of Okhema. It is highly influential, and can even affect what happens to the Flame Chase journey. Despite her vision and wisdom that spans across thousands of years, even she cannot win over the hearts of everyone. Every 5 to 10 years, the Council of Elders organizes a citizens' assembly at Dawncloud. During the assembly, the representatives will vote on major issues, such as whether the Chrysos heirs led by Aglaia should still hold the right to govern the Holy City, and whether the Titan's conquest should continue. That is correct. However, the problem lies in the fact that there are ill-intentioned extremists in the Council of Elders. They view the Citizens' Assembly as a way to restrain the Chrysos heirs and hope to take complete control over the flame chase journey. We can refer to them as the opposition. During the assemblies held in the past 100 years, the voices supporting the opposition have been growing stronger in the shadows. It's only thanks to Aglaya that the flame chase journey has been able to continue to this day. The Citizens' Assembly is just around the corner, but this time, there seems to be a new variable to the situation. I'm afraid that the Council of Elders might want to take advantage of Professor Anaxa. Aglaya will surely take back Circe's core flame, but with Anaxa's current condition, it's so unique that nobody knows how taking the core flame away from him will affect him. He has always been someone that is only concerned about his own research. I'm certain that he must want to escape from the monitoring of the Golden Thread and protect himself. If the opposition were to offer an olive branch at this time. Anaxa has never believed in the prophecy, so technically it cannot be considered a betrayal. However, he has taught many Chrysos heirs, and has long been considered an important ally of Okhema. I truly do not wish to see comrades turning on one another. As I believe in his character, I plan to plead with Aglaya and try to buy more time for him. Then, the greatest way in which you can help is for you to know what I am fighting for. Allow me to apologize for the fact that we always seem to be troubling you. I hope that Orynyx will show more benevolence and be more accommodating. I remember that they seemed quite fond of you back in the Abyss. Go and rest and regain your strength. We'll meet at the Vortex in a few days. Oh, right. You can read this scroll if you want to find out more about the Council of Elders and the Citizens' Assembly.
Nervous.
Esteemed one, Orynyx's vacant totem awaits. If you have already made your preparations to become a pillar of Amphoreus, please, step forward.
Mr. I'm sorry, but I'm not sure what I should say to help calm your nerves. Oh. Right. Perhaps something like, as long as you can successfully complete this trial, the rest of the Flame Chase journey will be smooth sailing? No, that sounds a little strange. Don't worry, it won't take up too much of your time. Don't worry, you'll definitely make it back alive? Oh. Sorry, it seems like I've made the mood even heavier. In any case, may everything go your way.
Accepting a Titan's trial is a very peculiar experience. I'm afraid that I'm not able to accurately describe it. You can only go and experience it for yourself. I believe that you'll be able to pull it off.
I can still vividly recall when you entered the vortex of Genesis for the first time. At that time, I could never have imagined that a guest from beyond the sky would shoulder the fate of Amphoreus. Don't feel burdened. Just like during the trial of strife, Trinan and Finan will be waiting for you outside. If something unforeseen were to occur, they will intervene in the trial and rescue you. May Kefali bless you.
Little Grey and Mem, thank you. Your resolves cannot be questioned. We praise your pure selflessness and courage. May Kefali light your path forward. Get ready to assume Orynyx's divinity, Trailblazer. The divine position of Orynyx has already been vacant for some time. We can feel the space of the trial closing. As there isn't much of their soul left, we'll have to complete the ceremony before their soul completely dissipates. The eighth core flame coveted by the miracle that once belonged to the great veil of Evernight, Orynyx. It shall now be returned by the two elected heroes of the Chrysos heirs, a traveler who is upright and courageous, and a sacred beast that invokes miracles. Mem, mem, mem. Both of you, please, come forward. Recite along with us. O Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of the world, we seek your divinity to mend the rifts of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy. These are just words meant to make the prayer seem more solemn. Please, focus. And surrender the core flame. Ornyx. Their soul has been waiting for a long time.
Perhaps they're also quietly waiting for the arrival of their successor. The last time I heard this, things didn't turn out that well.
Don't worry, Aglaya. He's tougher than I am, right?
Traveler from beyond the sky, let us pray that the Titan acknowledges your worthiness.
Although he loves cracking jokes at inopportune times, his determination is as strong as the Chrysos heirs. He will definitely succeed. While he's away, I would like to have a chat with you, Aglaya.
Speak. I'm listening.
I'm back here again. I remember this dream. This realm is covered in a silk-like fog, and the land is barren and harsh. The crowd of travelers leaves tracks everywhere.
Hey! Excuse me! What is this place? Where in Amphoreus are we?
The mutters of the traveler are in a language I'm unable to comprehend. Or perhaps they're just distracted and ignored my question.
Tell me, which Titan reigns over this land? And how do I find them?
Hand of Shadow.
Hand of Shadow Thanatos. Could this possibly be the Netherrealm?
Not Netherrealm.
Then where is this? River of Souls? The outskirts of the Netherrealm? Are you heading downstream toward the Netherrealm?
The Netherrealm. Nothing but an illusion. Titan rejects you, me. Listen.
What? The traveler lifts their wrinkled fingers and remains silent. I look in the direction they are pointing and listen closely. There. A massive shadow brought the sound of rushing tides. The sound of tides. I can hear it. I hear it, deep within the tides, beyond the closed gates of the void world. A voice, about to recount something.
Child of humanity, is it death's embrace you yearn for with such urgency? Oh, you have awoken. Welcome back to the mortal realm. Your consciousness is dissipating much faster than I expected. Ultimately, it seems like the Titan's core flame is incompatible with a mortal body.
How much longer can my consciousness remain in the mortal realm?
In my estimation, at best, you'll see 15 more entry hours.
15 days and nights.
What is it? Are you finally starting to become attached to the mortal world now?
On the contrary, 15 days feels a little too long for solving a singular problem. Stop giggling. It's time for us to go. The messenger from the Council of Elders is almost here.
Let me ask you one more question. Are you really planning to betray Aglaya's will?
What betrayal is there to speak of when I was never loyal to her to begin with?
What about that white-haired student of yours? Acting so recklessly, do you not care about what might happen to him?
There will be a price to pay for blind faith. This is also a lesson for Finan.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Lord Anaxagoras. It's been a while, Lord Anaxagoras. I greet you on behalf of all the citizens of Okhema and express my deepest regret about what happened at the Grove of Epiphany.
It's you. I never expected that you would personally come and meet me.
By carefully into Lantern above, I have come as a testament to the justice of the Council of Elders.
There are Anti-Catherans here? They have been a rare sight ever since the Chrysos War.
I extend to you my utmost respect, revered Titan. I am Lycurgus, though you may call me Lygus, holding an honorary position within the Council of Elders in Okhema, and as the Theoros, I stand to protect the right of all upright citizens to express themselves freely.
You can see them too?
You know about us. We Anti-Catherans perceive the world through the amplitude and frequency of souls. Just as I am conscious that Lady Aglaya is secretly listening in on our private meeting from afar, if necessary, Lord Anaxagoras, I can sever the golden thread to protect your fundamental rights.
The demigod should know better, for such is her station. Spare those poor threats, and just let her listen to my words. They shall serve only to unveil her own folly.
May I interpret this as you having a countermeasure?
I need not any plan, because she can do nothing other than petty espionage. As the Citizens' Assembly approaches, and with Orynyx's fall, any attempt to capture the core flame within me will only usher chaos and calamity. A truth she undoubtedly comprehends. While I, Anaxagoras, serving as the Grove's special envoy to Okhema's Citizens' Assembly, have long known the extent of your abilities. Let's forego the formality of asserting authority, Lord Lygus. Lead the way.
Very well. Surely Lady Kindness would appreciate such assertiveness in an ally. Is there something on your mind, Lord Anaxagoras?
Nothing, really. It's just a question that I contemplate every time before I ascend to Dawncloud. For the Titans, does the falling equate to death?
Ah, a pondering truly deep. Time is on our side. Do you mind sharing your reflections with me?
While all living beings must ultimately face their demise, Kefali has yet to meet theirs. Their journey continues unhurriedly along this long path.
Are you suggesting that Kefali may not have truly passed?
Yes. For dying implies an ongoing process, an action. Res death signifies a static state, a definitive termination. In contrast to mortals, Titans exist on a grander scale of space and time, thus elongating their passage into death. The notion of their fall is but a misinterpretation born of mortal ignorance.
Ah, an intriguing concept, albeit challenging to substantiate. After all, Kefali has maintained a profound silence ever since the era Arasa, while scholars and priests alike have conveyed the message of the gods' imminent fall.
Perhaps the gods, in their arrogance, deemed it beneath them to reveal their perspectives to mortals.
Could you elaborate on your statement?
Cerces, the kin of the Sky Father as recounted in myths, now resides within my brain. Were I to inquire, Kefali would have no cause to refuse.
Oh.
That very well could be true. But what if the world-bearing Titan still chooses to remain silent?
In that case, the myths crafted by the people of Amphoreus are nothing more than pitiful jests.
It's worth a try. I believe, and I'd love to witness the fruits of your theory and the change it may bring to this imperiled world. Because I completely concur with you on this aspect. If the Titan has indeed met their end, any response from them would be impossible. Please, Professor.
Slap, slap! Wake up! How is it? How do you feel? Right? I think that it's amazing, too! Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3! Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3! I have such a cute voice! It must be because of all the memories that I collected. They allowed me to grow beyond expectations. Listen. The words of the Titan are becoming clearer.
Mother. It hurts. Have I finally reached the end? Are the years of isolation coming to an end?
Onyx. Oh, how heartbreaking. Ever since the figure draped in the black cloak robbed them of their core flame, they have been relegated to waiting in isolation in such a confined space. We are going to help alleviate their pain, right?
Memories broken. Mother, where?
Mother? Who are they calling out for?
You. It's you. I remember you. Skyfather has gazed upon you. Mother is calling for you.
Listen to me. Aren't you tired? Throughout the long years, you have always been protecting the fate of Amphoreus. Each time people draw strength from within their memories, every single ripple falls onto your shoulders. There's no need for you to bear this any longer, Onyx. From today onwards, someone else will bear time on your behalf. This is why we have come.
Freedom. Freedom. I want freedom.
Oh, poor child. Everything will be fine. Let us help you. You can have a good rest now.
You have potential, strength, willpower, powerful, and tenacious. But you lack something. Just one thing.
Lacking something? What is it?
future.
Future?
Traveler from the sky. You should have dissipated already. The gaze from the Sky Father stabilized your form. Because from the moment you crossed the sky, your life was cast away. Right now, you are simply a collection of walking memories.
What? How is that possible?
The space is collapsing. Someone must inherit the authority of time. If the pillar is lost, the laws of time will collapse. Amphoreus will succumb to eternal disorder. Time never compromises, never bears grudges, never forgives, never makes a choice. Child of humanity, Titans, Mother, Sky Father. Time restrains everything that exists in this world.
Orynyx's divinity is dissipating? Is the trial coming to an end?
Pathstrider of remembrance, my strength, I shall entrust it to you. The fate of the world, if you wish to save it. Go and find your future that has been stolen. Even if that means you'll have to cheat death. You'll have to challenge that. Hand of shadow, clasped with unyielding fingers.
Are you alright? I heard you two talking about Thanatos. Cass is also very concerned about the warning. She has left the vortex and returned to the garden. Shall we go and look for her? Thanatos is the Titan that Cass has always been looking for. Regardless of whether there are any clues, there's probably no one else that understands death better than her. Oh, right. There's something that I have to tell you. The Chrysos heirs already know everything that has happened to you. I was too worried, so I told them everything. Please don't hate me, okay?
Mister, I'm right here. Please stay there and slowly turn around. Please pardon me. Just as I expected. I cannot feel anything. Back at the Grove, I was puzzled as to why you were not affected by my curse. I thought that it might have been the special ability of a traveler from beyond the sky. Never did I expect that this would be the true reason. I'm sorry. I should have noticed that something was amiss earlier. Mister, if my abrupt behavior just now offended you, I hope that you can forgive me. I'm just thinking, if your soul has really left your body, as a mortician, I might be able to trace where it has gone to.
Cass! Did you find anything?
My apologies. Not as of yet. Perhaps I have overestimated my capabilities. But, Mister, would you be willing to let me try again? This time, I'll increase the area of contact slightly. Perhaps the result might be different this time. My apologies. I will stop making such unreasonable requests.
Don't mind him. He is just feeling a little nervous and thinks that... right. He thinks that things are moving a little too quickly.
It was me. I was a little too hasty. Don't worry, mister. Although we currently have no leads, I will do my best to search for the whereabouts of Thanatos, bring back their core flame, and personally return to you the life that you have lost too soon. I know that I'm lacking in confidence, but I hope that you can keep this promise of mine in mind. Before I manage to deliver on this promise, please do your best to hang on. Amphoreus needs you. Lady Aglaya and Lord Finon are currently discussing some matters in the paths. They're worried about you too. If possible, please go there and let them know that you're well. Although, I don't actually know whether your current situation can be described as well. Also, please accept this Styxian fable. Reading can help one to focus and relax. I hope that reading this can help tide you through this difficult period.
They're here.
Partner! Hyacinth said you definitely wake up. How do you feel?
I beg you, please forgive me.
You've completed the trial of time, and I have to admit that the process went better than I expected. Even in the end, that Titan's heart still showed a soft spot for humankind. However, I never expected that two people who have cheated death would appear in Okhema at the same time.
That's what we have been talking about. Mighty has been in Okhema for such a long time, but has no one thought to study his indestructible body? If there were even any minor breakthroughs, we wouldn't be as clueless as we are right now.
Many have had this idea, but so far, there have been no results. If it were successful, Thanatos wouldn't have disappeared without a trace. Nevertheless, now is not the time for us to give up. At the very least, we can still see a glimmer of hope. Cypher. If anyone in this world knows the whereabouts of death, it would be her. I'll try and get her to return to Okhema, but do be prepared for a less than ideal outcome. Please understand that throughout the history of Amphoreus, no one has ever managed to escape the clutches of death. At the end of time, Thanatos silently awaits all. It is my duty. We too require you to bear the divine position of time. But before that, just...
What's wrong, Aglaya?
Omens always come in pairs. A tiny air current will eventually brew into a storm that tears the sky apart. It's Anaxagoras. He has initiated contact with the Council of Elders.
In the end, it has still come down to this.
I earnestly hope that your assessment of him is accurate, Finan. Otherwise, the efforts of my teacher and I of the past millennium might be reduced to dust because of that great performer.
The children of humanity have indeed created a spectacle.
Welcome to Dawn Cloud. The atmosphere here carries a greater sense of solemnity than the mundane clamor of the Marmorial Palace, with entry permitted only to the invited. Only esteemed beings grace this place, and among them I've received priests, scholars, warriors, and now we even have the honor to be in the presence of a Titan. Oh, what a joyous occasion.
Once deemed a blasphemer, now a surrogate for revered divinity. The honor should rightfully be mine, shouldn't it?
I'll notify Kindness and the others of your arrival. Kindly wait for a moment. A soldier will be here to guide you shortly. In the meanwhile, you're welcome to explore the vicinity, but kindly remain within the guard's view. Delaying the crucial meeting is something none of us wish to see, I presume.
I'm well aware of Kindness's methods. There's no need to emphasize that.
As you wish. Your cooperation is much appreciated.
Alas, I had hoped for a brilliant plan from you, but it turns out you just left one cage to enter another.
Save your concerns. I know very well what I'm doing.
I shall depart to explore the surroundings then. Now that I look around, I wonder if there are any murals bearing my portrait around here. I'm quite intrigued to see how the children of humanity beyond the grove perceive another Titan.
Off you go. I won't be joining you. This Titan appears to be quite at ease. I should investigate the Council of Elders' recent activities first.
Be aware, I can hear you perfectly well from here.
Professor Anaxa? Word has it that the scholars of the Grove valiantly perished resisting the Black Tide. To find you here safe and sound, thank the Fates.
You could say it's the Fates toying with us.
It's only the Cremnoans and Idonians who chase glory through death. But your survival is a victory in itself. I'd settle for that gladly. So, are you here to report the incident to the Council? I heard that after the Black Tide devoured the Grove, Okhema would be next in line, even with the demigod of strife standing alongside humankind.
Tell me, how much does the Council of Elders know about the Black Tide?
Once Kindness and her followers learned of Circe's and Orynyx's fall, they proclaimed in the council that the Flame Chasers could no longer stand against the calamity alone. Yet, when the Crown Prince ascended to godhood and repelled the Black Tide, she immediately altered her tune, declaring that all was resolved beyond Okhema, with the only remaining menace now being Aglaya and her adherents. They might well make their move at the upcoming Citizens' Assembly.
No surprises there, those shifty opportunists. Thank you for your honesty, virtuous student.
Being an opportunist could very well be a facet of wisdom.
Shouldn't you be searching for murals of yourself? I've had enough of your prattling.
I was really curious to see how you would find the middle ground between both factions, so I came to listen in. But it seems as though this Kindness is much more ruthless than Aglaya. If so, why do you want to work with her? Could it be that perhaps you've decided to readily surrender this hollow shell of yours, just because you feel like death is fast approaching?
I'm afraid you'll be sorely disappointed if that's what you truly think.
Even blasphemous scholars can come here, it seems.
Looks like my presence here is quite unwelcome.
Anaxagoras, I thought that you had died to the Black Tide, just like the other scholars.
As Kephales's priest, Are you not aware of the decorum of respecting the dead?
Surely you jest. You blasphemous heretics are not worthy of respect from the Supreme Being. Let me remind you that you're currently in Dawn Cloud, so you'd better keep your deranged language to yourself. I am no longer that altar servant from years ago, who could only acquiesce to the commands of others. Now, I have plenty of ways to deal with people like you.
I'm not sure whether I should laugh or cry right now. I can't believe that a follower such as you could have been made by a creation titan. As I see it, a dead titan can't provide you with this level of confidence, right? Then who is it exactly? Could it be kindness?
You. Seeing how fond of you Elder Kindness is, I shall let that slide for now. Leave immediately, and don't impede us from receiving the Supreme Being's blessings.
Seeing as we were able to hear of this matter from the mouths of others, it seems that kindness is indeed quite sincere toward us. Perhaps this affair will proceed smoother than I had anticipated.
Oh my, what a thrilling confrontation. As expected of one of Kefali's followers.
Are you praising or insulting him?
Praising him, of course. As a believer of the God of Deliverance, it is only natural that he detests evil.
Didn't you hear me? I asked you to leave. Go as far away from here as possible. Don't mutter to yourself like some sort of madman and disturb my meditation.
I've had enough of this. Could the 15th entry hour arrive any faster?
Oh, my. Could it be that the great tree painted in this mural is actually depicting me?
Every plant, every tendril, no, even every leaf could be the embodiment of Cerces.
As a result, mere mortals who did not know what the Titan actually looked like chose to paint them as a giant tree instead. Their wisdom was portrayed as fruit, to symbolize how they shared their knowledge equally among the masses. Such exquisiteness indeed.
This mural is quite abstract.
I really can't tell whether you are praising or demeaning yourself. Now I'm quite curious whether the Reason Titan has studied figures of speech before.
Of course I find such stylistic devices interesting. For all we know, this could be the answer to the question, what exactly are we?
I, for one, am not willing to admit that I could look this ugly.
Was this the reason why you failed in your attempt to refine my soul when you were ambushed at the Grove?
Since you are aware of this, why did you save me back then?
From my perspective, this point alone was enough to separate you from the average person.
How do two lunatics coexist in the same brain?
Therefore, it seems that your journey to Dawncloud this time is not just to seek protection. What, then, is the intention behind your actions?
The entire plan is stored in my memory, so why don't you look there?
Then don't mind if I do. 1 year old, 2 years old. Oh my! Even a member of the preeminent Seven Sages must hug his droma stall to sleep? How interesting.
That's enough.
How unusual. Your soul is actually trembling. This must mean that behind this toy hides a secret that nobody knows, right?
Since our days are both numbered, I don't mind telling you more about it. This is a present that my sister gave to me. It's a doll that was made to look like our family pet.
So there are other members in your family, eh? Are they also living in Okhema?
Don't you just love to pick through my brain? Go on, continue flipping through my memories. It won't take long. You'll discover the answer when you reach the memories of when I was 5.
Oh, the black tide is everywhere. I can't bear to look.
When I was young, I couldn't accept this outcome either. Georios, Aquila, Kefali, and you, of course. Although I prayed to every titan that I could think of for help, my efforts were ultimately futile.
This... Could this be the inception of your research into alchemy?
Indeed it was. Everything started from that verdant courtyard of yours. When I was pursuing my education there, I naturally also came to learn of Thelesis' theory as well.
Oh, I remember that person. He was the one to come up with the concept of souls, right?
Not only that, he also believed that life, as well as the composition, movement, and transformation of matter, all stem from souls themselves. This is why I thought that, since all living things stemmed from the same origin, why could I not sacrifice myself in order to resurrect my nearest and dearest?
Anaxa, you... I did it, teacher! But this is absolute blasphemy. Regardless of how much freedom the Grove provides, such an act could cause you to be burned at the pyre. Your beloved, where is she now? Send her away from the Grove at once, to a place where nobody will ever be able to find her. Otherwise, the both of us will be judged by the Council of the Seven Sages. Calm down, teacher. My sister, she's still not in the mortal realm, even to this day. What do you mean? It was naive of me to think that I could snatch the deceased from Thanatos' grip by merely sacrificing one eye. Equivalent exchange. All I received for that price was but an opportunity to see her for one final time. Nothing more. Oh. Let it go, Anaxa. As one of my best students, I cannot watch you go down the wrong path without doing anything to stop it. Never do something taboo ever again. Don't disappoint the deceased, and never harm yourself. If you can do that, this classroom will still be yours, and you'll have a chance to live out your own life.
Since I was able to see her one last time, I have no other desires. You're right, teacher. It's time for me to start a new life.
I am sincerely glad for you, child. Now then, what topic would you like to study?
I wish to continue Thalesis' research.
Continue the research into souls, but you know that the Grove has long since understood his philosophy like the back of their hands. Even if you continue digging into this subject, your efforts will likely be futile.
No, teacher. After my fleeting glimpse of the deathly fog, I finally understood a single truth. Since ancient days, our understanding of souls is but the tip of the iceberg. I may have lost an eye, but my view of the world has become clearer than ever. I have grasped the truth with my bare hands. Watch as I turn this farcical world upside down.
Who would have thought such a secret lay concealed beneath that hefty eye patch of yours? However, this story doesn't seem to be connected to your plan. In fact, I'd say that they aren't related at all.
The answer lies within the tale. If even you cannot understand it, perhaps you should relinquish the divinity of reason to me. After all, it'd be a waste for you to hold on to it. My story ends here. Now it's time for you to tell me your secret. After all, this is what equivalent exchange means, correct?
As expected, you laid a trap for me to step into. Unfortunately, even if I was willing to talk about my past, I may not know more about it than you do.
Oh? Are you saying that the renowned Reason Titan is now admitting a lack of wisdom? Your followers are going to be sorely disappointed by this.
Child of humanity, remember this. Being cognizant of one's ignorance is the greatest wisdom of all.
Now I understand. No wonder you asked me to answer your random, nonsensical questions.
Not only that, you're the only one who can shed light on my query. As the saying goes, onlookers see most clearly.
Is that so?
Lord Anaxa. I saw you muttering to yourself and was wondering whether you were caught in a delirium of reflective thought. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but time is of the essence. I have a message from Lord Lygus. Lady Kindness has met up with the Council of Elders and is awaiting your arrival, so please depart forthwith.
It's finally time.
I didn't expect you to agree to Lady Kindness's invitation. What a wonderful turn of events. To tell you the truth, there are many people who hold grudges against that Lady Goldweaver.
Isn't that the Dromas draped in finery?
Avoid his gaze. I don't acquaint myself with blasphemers.
Don't worry. He's too full of pride to pay us any attention.
Your nickname is Dromas as well? You must really like those creatures.
A student of Empedocles? I hear that his views run counter to the Venerationists.
This is what being a scholar is about. A collision of ideas only occurs when there are differences in beliefs, and it is such collisions that lead to progress.
Yet, in my view, there are only right and wrong perspectives, neither of which can coexist with the other.
What radical thinking. I guess this is why the children of humanity always squabble with each other.
How boring.
You seem to be avoiding that Goldweaver person. Why don't you address her face to face?
I have nothing to talk about with her. Since you're in my brain, you can look for the reason yourself.
Oh, the leader of the Flame Chase journey, and a demigod of Nestia.
You're really searching through my brain. What are you treating it as? Some sort of toy?
Regardless, you think quite highly of her, no?
That's because I'm a teacher who grades everyone fairly.
Lord Lygus and Lady Kindness are just ahead. I'll take my leave for now.
Carefully. The one who created the world, and the one who bears the world. If you truly have not met your end, how will you answer the challenges of those who defy you?